We've heard that parking our van in American cities is really dangerous. That's why we've parked here in the woods. But we're only a few hours drive away from Las Vegas, and I've always wanted to drive Trudy, our van, down the Las Vegas Strip. My goodness, this is insane. Okay, Google Maps and iOverlanders completely stuffed us up. Are we gonna be able to sleep here? So we're gonna go and see if we can find somewhere to sleep the night in Las Vegas. So after visiting the Grand Canyon in our last episode, we parked up here in the forest, literally just 5 or 10 minutes drive from the Grand Canyon National Park south entrance. Very nice night's sleep. It was so dark, probably the darkest night's sleep we've had in a long time, and the quietest here in the trees. There's just one other van tucked away in the trees there. You're allowed to park in these dispersed campsites for 14 days for recreational use. Absolute perfect spot. And because we're near the town where the tourists go to the Grand Canyon, there's even Wi-Fi. So today we've decided we're going to be heading down to Las Vegas with a few cool things to see on the way. So let's get the map and show you today's plan. Morning.
We didn't have ice last night.
I know.
No ice.
It's definitely freezing, but there's no ice.
It's cold, but I think it's because we're hiding in amongst the trees. How perfect is this spot?
Lovely. Okay, so we are currently near Tusayan, I think that's how you pronounce it, at the Grand Canyon South Rim here. And today we're going to be driving down the I-40, along Route 66, and then up this road here to across the Hoover Dam to Las Vegas.
Can you believe, whilst we're driving around the world, we've actually made it to the Grand Canyon?
No. It's mad.
Don't leave me hanging.
Don't leave me hanging. Right, let's get this van ready for the road.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good little spot, being so close to the town with the internet signal. Oh look, there's the cell tower. That's why the internet signal was good. And the drive today is probably about 275 miles, maybe 4.5 hours. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Been quite cold the last few weeks driving across the US, and we're hoping that as we get to Las Vegas and start heading south towards the Mexican border that the weather will warm up. So we've been in the continent of North America since March this year, but we haven't really gone to any of those really big cities, mainly from the perspective of safety, because you hear all these horror stories of, you know, one street in the wrong direction, you're in a bad neighborhood, and it kind of makes us a little bit nervous to go and spend a night wild camping in our van in the middle of a city here in the US. Just driving along, some of the cloud formations here are really weird. They're like round, there's like 3 circles on top of each other above the mountains in the distance.
UFOs!
It looks like they're landing. So we're just joining the I-40, the interstate, and we just saw a sign to Los Angeles. Who would have ever thought we would be driving our English van and seeing a sign saying Los Angeles? It's quite surreal. He must have done something wrong. 3 police cars to stop him on the highway over there.
I'm going to say it again, we are still not being pulled over.
Oh, Marianne, why'd you say that?
Chris gets really freaked out when I say that.
We're gonna get, aren't you like that? You know, like you tempt fate. Do you believe in tempting fate? We're gonna end up with 4 cop cars pulling us over now. Okay, so we turned off the highway. We are on the old Route 66 here in Seligman, and this is apparently the longest part of the original Route 66 that is left. Just over 80 miles.
The birthplace of Route 66. That's what that sign just said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, this town's definitely embraced the old Route 66. Look at that. There's a VW there, completely covered in stickers. Oh, it's a very cool little town.
It's very cool.
So we saw this place and thought, this might make a good place for lunch. The Roadkill Cafe. I love it. The sign, you kill it, we grill it.
Hello. We haven't killed anything, but can we still get some food?
I think we can arrange that, yes.
Thank you.
Armadillo on the half shell or curbside kitty?
Swirl of squirrel.
What a fabulous lunch. The menu isn't all roadkill, although it does have loads of roadkill names. They've also got a very cool little gift shop. We bought a little roadkill sticker for the side of the van. It was, yeah, the food was great. So they do actually say, you know, if you hit it, bring it in, they'll cook it, but I think that's just a gimmick. It's just a beautiful American diner. So we just spotted this place, another place here that we have to go and see. It's called Delgadillo's Snow Cap Drive-Thru. Juan, the guy that built it, apparently had quite a tight budget. So it was actually built from reclaimed timber from the nearby railway yard.
It says sorry we're open.
Sorry, we're open. This is a fun looking place.
Oh.
There's 2 handles on the door.
Oh, and
Try the other one.
hinges.
I think they got built by a comedian. Oh wow, this place looks mad. Look at this.
Hello.
Loads
How
of
are you?
pictures on the wall.
I'm good, thank
You have a very cool looking place, can I just say?
It is cool, isn't it?
This is the gentleman that built it. Juan.
Original.
Yeah.
Your dad. This is a family business. I love that.
Since 1953. You want to look first or what?
What do you think?
Do you want to look? We got a joker in the house. I think it runs in the family. I think your dad was a joker, right? You got you that time. Do you know, I want to try a float because my grandmother used to make me a float when I was a kid. We used to have one of these soda stream machines in England, and she used to make me a float with like vanilla ice cream and like Coke or lemonade or something. But this was back in the 70s.
Okay, well.
So I'm gonna try an American float. I've never had one over here before.
What size?
Small.
You did say small.
Small?
He did.
Smaller?
Would you like a straw?
See, what I love about, I remember as a kid, the floaties, they make like this flavored froth on top. Root beer was a good choice. Okay, I'm being naughty now. Oh, that's so good. Well, that was an absolutely lovely experience. Like I said, it took me right back to my childhood. Out the back of the store, they've got some old memorabilia here and some vintage cars like you would expect to see on Route 66, the old gas pumps. What a fantastic place. Little seating area here, so you can, in the summer, you can sit out. Apparently some of the cars here were part of the inspiration for the movie Cars. Cool little stop off, and now we are carrying on. We got the 80 miles or whatever down Route 66. It's a bit of a long straight road, and it's really windy today, and you keep getting these bits of tumbleweed flying over the road. The landscape's changing, it's gone all hilly now, and we're running parallel to the train track. Would be cool if a train came whizzing past us. Welcome to Hackberry General Store. So here we are, the town of Hackberry. It was actually created in 1874 when they discovered silver and opened a mine, and then the railroad came past, and suddenly the town boomed a little bit. But then when the silver mine closed in the early 1900s, the town became pretty much a ghost town, and then Route 66 was built and it had a rebirth. Nowadays it's got a population of about 64 people. That was a cool little stop off. Good place to park up and make a coffee for the rest of the road. We got probably about 75 miles now to the Hoover Dam. We've been driving down this road for miles and it still looks the same.
Miles!
And we've still got 30 miles to the Hoover Dam.
Miles!
Okay, the scenery's changed. We're going through the mountains. This is a pretty dramatic landscape now. And it's warmer, it's definitely warmer. I'm in a t-shirt. Just see the Colorado River down there. That's the river we saw going down through the Grand Canyon. That's the river that the Hoover Dam blocks that we're heading to in 17 miles we should be there. So we're just going over the bridge and you should be able to see the dam. But that is the Nevada state line.
Yeah, baby!
Yay! Okay, we've turned off the highway and now we're going back towards the Hoover Dam. Security check station, 1 mile. So I guess, yeah, because it's such a big dam, I suppose they need to check who's coming in. When I looked online, it said that they get 7 million visitors to the Hoover Dam each year.
Wow.
That is a serious amount of checks for these poor security guards to do.
Can you imagine if they got paid $1 per person they checked?
Oh, they'd be able to retire after a year, wouldn't they? There you go. So we're coming down to the security checkpoint. So I will turn the camera off. Welcome to the Hoover Dam. So yeah, they gave a really good, thorough check, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, they have to keep this place secure. It's a huge, huge dam. In fact, when it was built, it was the biggest in the world. If it's not the biggest in the world, it's still one of the biggest in the world. Wow, that's an epic bridge. That's the bridge that we came over on the highway. And there is the Hoover Dam. Oh my goodness, it's pretty impressive. So we saw online that if you drive over the dam, apparently there are some free parking spots, and then we can walk back. We're at the Hoover Dam.
We've driven to the Hoover Dam.
That's madness. Look at this. Look at that, perfect place. Come and take your selfie. So we'll have to go and park up and then have a wander down.
We are driving Trudy across
The Hoover Dam. 726 feet high, and it was made in 1935. It took 5 years to build, and is a whopping 1,244 feet across. 5 million barrels of cement, 45 million pounds of reinforced steel were used to build it, and 21,000 workers worked on the dam. So there you go, we parked up. The first parking lot as you come over the dam is paid, it's $10 to park. And then from here on up, this one and the other two are free. So that's great, we parked at this one, literally 100 foot down the road, and it's free. So there you go, that is the one side, the top side of the Hoover Dam, and already it looks pretty massive, doesn't it?
It really
And this is one of the overflow waterways, which is crazy when you think of the size of that. Even these structures here are pretty impressive, and I love the color of the walls. It's like the rock is white all the way along here. It looks like it's been painted, and it's like a perfect line. That is mad. Keep off the wall in case you want to stand and take a selfie. It's probably not a good idea. That is the Hoover Dam. Look at the height of that. I love the fact that there's no barriers and that you can just look down. But that is insanely high. You can see all the water going down there, all the electrics. I mean, the fact it could power over 1 million homes is crazy. And to be fair, the bridge structure there is just as impressive. That is the highway that we came across. You don't realize that that's below you when you drive across, do you?
It's just impressive and incredible.
And here you go. This is Arizona, so it's 4 o'clock here, and if you walk to that tower, that is Nevada, and it's 3 o'clock. There's an hour's time difference from here to there. So we just read that actually these statues were built in memory of those that lost their lives during the construction. They're under restoration at the moment, which is why they're fenced in. There is so many little midges, little bugs that you keep eating as you're walking across the dam.
That's because it's warmer and the cold weather
Hasn't killed them off.
killed them off.
So apparently this water runway here hasn't flowed since 1983. You can see how low the water is. That's when Ronald Reagan was president, was the last time that there was enough water to make that flow over.
In fact, they said that if you visit and it is filling down that spillway, it's like a miraculous event.
It's slowly starting to get dark. The sun has dipped behind the hills. We're looking now at iOverlander to see if there's any spots in Las Vegas right in the center, and there's a few, to be fair. So we're going to try and go to the Mirage oversized vehicle parking and see if we can spend a night down there, and that's walking distance from the main sort of fountains and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So we'll give it a bash. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there's always Cracker barrels and wall marks if it all goes wrong.
Anyone watching this channel thinking they're so organised and they've obviously got everything planned out because they're so relaxed about it. We're quite relaxed about it, but we tend to go with it.
Yeah.
Age and experience has told us it will all work out in the end.
As long as we get there before dark, it will be better. But
Yeah.
I don't know, it's probably about an hour's drive from here. So yeah, let's go to Las Vegas. Just driving to Las Vegas here. You can see all the electric pylons going for miles from the Hoover Dam, because the electric from there is going to the city. So we literally just came over the brow of the hill and I can just see buildings for miles. This is Las Vegas. I guess where the high rises are in the side there is going to be where the strip is. I don't know, are we a little bit mad for trying to go into the city? I don't know, I just generally don't know how busy the streets and the noise and everything's going to be. I'm expecting it to be a little bit bonkers.
Is it going to be like a zoo?
You can see the high rises in the distance. It's gonna be absolute carnage, I have no doubt. Look at it.
Oh my goodness. Do you know that's so much bigger than I thought?
It's, well, we got 17 miles to get to the high rises and it's all built up. This is not a place for van life. We are literally in the heart of Las Vegas.
I can't believe it.
This is mad.
Oh, Adele, if you're watching, can we have tickets?
Yeah, oh, there's the pyramid.
Oh, wow.
That's it. So move over.
Quarter mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Las Vegas Boulevard South.
Yeah.
You getting all of this?
Yeah, this is mad.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Las Vegas Boulevard South.
That's it. Turn left here.
Holy schmoly. I'm driving around Las Vegas.
Continue on Las Vegas Boulevard South for 1 mile.
It's in 0.9 of a mile on the other side of the road. But I don't know how to get there. Oh my goodness, this is insane. There's the Eiffel Tower, there's the Hard Rock Cafe. We are on the strip. This is the Las Vegas, you're on the Las Vegas Strip, baby. What are we doing? Hold on. No, not yet.
Not yet?
First 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traffic lights and then we turn left. This is insane.
This is so cool.
I don't know what's happening.
Bellagio, look, the Bellagio's there.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Are we going to be able to sleep here?
I don't know, but there's a hot
We're in the
air
middle
balloon.
of Las Vegas. How are we going to sleep here?
It's gonna be fun.
Oh my goodness.
We're still here.
Caesar's Palace? The Bellagio.
Must be where the fountains are.
The fountains are here, I think. Okay, Google Maps and iOverlanders completely stuffed us up and put us in the wrong place. So we're gonna have to do a bit of a detour.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Buccaneer Boulevard.
Yeah, that's it.
Buccaneer Boulevard.
Turn right at the traffic lights. I've got it on iOverlander. This is feeling more like a... Oh, there. That's where we want to park. How you doing?
We found you on iOverlander and it says that you do
Paid parking.
paid parking.
Yeah, oversized.
It's looking hopeful.
It's looking really hopeful. He's looking at the back for our registration.
Cirque du Soleil, right there.
You're joking.
Does it not say that?
It does, and that's the one I wanted to see.
You gotta put your name.
Let me get my glasses. Sorry, I'm a grandmother.
So guess the name. Which one am I? Sorry, oh, that one there.
It's our first time. We're very excited.
You going to the Mirage, right? Or where you going to?
Well, I was going to say to you, is it possible to get tickets to like Cirque du Soleil and things like that? How do we go about that?
Which Cirque du Soleil? Because there's one inside Treasure Island and there's one inside the Mirage.
Oh, is there one in the Mirage, is there?
You gonna walk over here.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some arrows in the ground.
Yeah.
And it'll take you all the way around, and you get on the tram, and the tram will take you to Treasure Island.
Thank you.
Ah.
And we can get tickets inside there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we are parked up in this car park here, right next to the Mirage Hotel.
It is $30.
$30 a night.
24 hours.
And it seems pretty quiet. And the strip is walking distance, so we're gonna go and have a little wander down the strip. So we're just checking everything's locked up because we're in a city.
Now, our wardrobe is very small because obviously we live in a van. So I've put my very best jumper on and I've even sprayed perfume on, which I haven't done for like 5 months.
Exactly. I don't know whether they'll let us in dressed like this, but we'll give it a bash. I have no idea. Okay, we're down on the strip. So we're just going to go into the Treasure Island Hotel and see if we can get tickets to Cirque du Soleil. Maybe you're in Las Vegas.
I'm blown away by the enormity and noise and everything.
So there is an advantage to coming to Las Vegas. Where are we, Marianne?
We're at Cirque du Soleil. This has been a bucket list, dream list item for me. And we're here.
We're here.
Thank you, baby.
Mysterio. Here we are. We're in the theatre.
Not planned at all. So we're here.
There's got to be an advantage to sleeping in a
But
crazy
we paid
city.
for the tickets. We paid about $150 for 2 tickets.
$75 each, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so we actually moved seats because the nice ticket lady was really, really nice.
She asked us where we came from. We explained and which hotel we were staying in. We explained we were living in a van in the employee car park. She took pity on us, asked us our life story and got all emotional and then upgraded us to these seats.
Now we're on
Which is really-
swivel seats right by the stage. We were over there somewhere.
Up the top.
Tonight, during our spectacular performance, there will be smoke effects. Rest assured, these are not harmful and will disappear quickly.
That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen, wasn't it?
Literally, we couldn't take any photographs or any filming during the presentation and during the show, but I could cry. It was amazing.
After a show, it's pizza time.
You can either get a slice or a whole pizza. We went for both.
Birthday is it? Happy birthday! Take care. Okay, people, let's put this into perspective. We're stood here in Las Vegas. Caesar's Palace, Hell's Kitchen, the Bellagio Hotel, the Eiffel Tower, and the balloon just the other side of the bridge. I cannot believe that we've driven here from the UK. It's absolutely mental.
Yeah, we live on the road, so quite often we forget the epic journey that we're doing. But this kind of experience blowing our mind.
I've watched every episode of Hell's Kitchen. We were thinking of coming there for dinner, but way above my budget. Gordon, if you're watching,
Yeah, call us.
call us.
Happy birthday.
To you, happy birthday to you. After that mad night, we've come back to the car park. Trudy's there, She's still there. And it's so much quieter. We've literally just gone like 5 minutes walk off the strip.
But
And
there
it's-
is midnight sun.
Yeah, it's bright. It's definitely illuminated. There's a train.
Is that a trap?
How can you have a train in the middle of the city? It's loud. Well, I don't know. I don't think we'll get any trouble here. It's quiet. I can't believe we got to see the show.
I know, thank you. That was just an epic bucket list thing.
Right, guys, we will see you in the morning to let you know how the night went. Unless, of course, we get woken up in the night, and then we'll fill you in. Good morning. It's actually about 9:30. We slept in this morning. We overslept.
We did.
And that means we had a good night's sleep. In the middle of Las Vegas, we had a good, quiet night's sleep here in this car park.
We didn't even have the heating on, so we've woken up this morning. It's at least 5-10 degrees warmer, so we woke up without the bridges of our noses being cold.
Palm trees and sun. But here's the thing. Yesterday morning, we woke up in the forest, nervous to come to a city here in the US. And actually, we've had a fantastic time. No trouble, no noise,
No drama.
no drunk people. So sometimes, I'm not saying it's always going to be like that in cities, but we've had a pretty good experience about something we were quite nervous to do. So definitely step out of your comfort zone and try and embrace these things. Just choose your spot quite carefully. We ended up parking with Nate and Kim somewhere else last night because the car park we were in was hotel guests only.
Yes.
And we've come to this other one. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and they've just asked us to move.
Oh man, middle of the night. Like,
I
heard them reading Yankee Extra far, and I was like, somebody's reading on number plate. So I got up.
There's
and
no
opened the
tickets though.
door,
I think it's hotel
Yeah.
security, so
and they
we'll
were
just
like shining torches.
you cannot.
So I said, well, can we pay some money and stay? And they were like, go to the desk. And I was like, where's the desk? And they went, it's the Oyo Hotel.
I can't even see it's part of a hotel.
And I said, how do I get there? She went, walk down there, take a left, take another left, and take a right. And I was like, well, how is this the hotel car park? It's like miles away from anywhere.
So that's the Oyo Hotel. Yeah, we didn't realise that we were parking in their car park at the back. It's probably the staff car park again, actually, I think, maybe. This is what Las Vegas looks like at 5 in the morning. Okay, so on reflection, this just shows us that everybody's experience can be different. So we came and we had a great time, parked up at the hotel, went to the show, walked down the strip, and then we left the car park. Where our friends tried it, they wouldn't let them in. They weren't hotel guests in the same car park. And then we parked up here last night, and then 5 o'clock this morning, now they've moved us. And yeah, embrace it. So maybe on reflection, Las Vegas isn't as easy as we said it was. Maybe we just got lucky. Who knows?